son, where'd you find this?
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, maybe rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me the tide isn't right on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging that generations remember our story.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. Happy Thursday, good people. Let's see. Let's get this up here real quick, man. There we go. Friday right around the corner. I hope all is well with each and every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your follows, for your comments, for the engagement. I thank you for just spending time with the crew. Shout out to my poets, writers, content creators, and all in between. I got a clip for y'all. We're gonna chop it up for a few. This is a pet peeve of mine. I don't think it really bothers or concerns a lot of people, but I'm just going to share my 2 cents on it. Just in case you're not really familiar with this story, that's what I'm doing here. Now, some of these y'all have probably seen before. That's cool. I'm new to it. And a lot of viewers that tune in to me probably haven't seen it either. So you kind of got to roll with the punches. It's never an expiration date, in my opinion, on discussing certain subjects, because everybody is going to have different viewpoints on them. With that being said, this one bothers me, and it should bother a lot of people, but it probably won't. We're going to chop it up, though. I'm going to bring this up on the big screen, and yeah, we're going to get straight to the clip. Hold on a minute.
A man called the police after tipping a female live streamer $100,000. During one of her live streams, her filter suddenly glitched. A woman who looked like she was in her 20s instantly appeared to be in her 50s, and the man broke down on the spot, feeling that he had been deceived. For the past 3 months, he had believed he was supporting a young and beautiful live streamer. In order to get her attention and responses, he kept sending gifts, eventually tipping a total of $100,000. After this live stream accident, the female streamer also lost 140,000 followers within just a few hours. The man could not accept what he had seen. Realizing that he had suffered serious emotional deception and financial misdirection, he did not hesitate. Right after the filter failed, he called the police and demanded that his massive tips be refunded. But the answer from the police made him even more desperate. Voluntary tips cannot be refunded. A sudden live stream accident turned that $100,000 into nothing. Some people said it was lucky that the filter broke this time. Otherwise, this man might have continued throwing even more money at her. Today, it was $100,000. Tomorrow, it could have been his house, his car, or even all of his savings. And the female live streamer only needs to change her look, move to another platform, and she can keep deceiving people for money. Many online users are strongly demanding that live stream platforms ban beauty filters. Do you support this?
Okay. Well, shit. I want to know the same thing. Tell me if you prefer them to just completely remove filters from live streaming. Matter of fact, how do you feel about filters over images, over pictures, just the overall use of them in general? Because for one, I don't feel bad for him. Not a single lick. Maybe just a tad. Just a tad. See, here's my thing. If I support you, I support you. It doesn't really make a difference if you got fake hair, fake eyelashes, a BBL, a hair helmet, whatever the hell you want to call it. Them hair pieces that dudes be putting on when they go bald and all that shit. You could be handicapped. You could be blind in one eye, deaf in one ear. If there's something within your content that I relate to and I enjoy because it either has the potential or it has connected to an audience, including myself, in a way that allows me to explore other avenues of life that I've never considered before, I will always rock with you in any type of way. Like, there's many forms of support. You don't just have to necessarily cough out money to let a person know that you rock with them or you find them of any type of value. That's an added bonus. If you decide that you want to send a couple dollars here and there to see this person grow, I ain't got nothing against it. That's just where I should have started. I know I said I don't really feel sorry for him, but just a little bit. But there's a reason why I'm saying it. Let me slow walk it, because that's what I do. I slow walk. I do not rush my thoughts. I hope people understand that. Because one of the main issues that people have is that you want folks to be direct. You want them to give you a straightforward yes or no answer. And in some cases, that is necessary. But a lot of you don't understand context. A lot of people misinterpret shit. So you'll hear it. It might come off aggressive to you, but they just being blunt. Add on to the fact that you just impatient. And before you really truly understand where the other person is coming from, you already checked out. The point that I'm trying to make is, if you want to support somebody, a streamer, podcaster, a reaction creator, a OnlyFans model, hell, football, basketball, a sports commentator, you're doing it based off of your hobbies and things that you enjoy or things that you like to see entertain you during your leisure time for whatever reason, whatever. You have the option to support however you want. The problem I have is when there's people like her who pretend to be something that they aren't in order to extract resources out of people who are there for genuine reasons. The brother here is not there for genuine reasons. The brother here who got scammed by her, technically he did it to himself in so many words. Why I say that? Because he horny. He horny. He's lonely. He has no self-esteem. You got all this money, brother. You put in all this work, all this pain to be able to afford to send somebody $100,000. You can afford to send somebody $100,000, but you don't have a partner. Now, I'm just allegedly assuming he does it because he very well could. A lot of millionaires and wealthy men, they have partners. They just exercise their perversions in different ways. They find entertainment in many different forms. So he very well could have somebody, but I'm sorry. To give somebody $100,000 in one stream, you horny, man. You horny. You're horny. You're trying to buy this box. You're selling yourself short. You're reducing yourself to a trick. You look at her like she ain't nothing but a piece of parchment paper that you can lay out and put something on to do whatever you will with. You don't respect her. You don't even respect yourself. Not to the point to where you sitting up here giving away all that bread, my nigga. I'm not even about to spend $10 on no. The only way a creator is going to get that type of love from me, for one, is through reciprocity. If you ain't fucking with me like that, you ain't about to get that return. Or it's for a fundraiser. It's for a good cause. Somebody's sick. Somebody is trying to get help for like chemotherapy or rehab or some shit like that. But nah, like it would really have to mean something. I'm not about to sit up here and send you $10, $15, $20, $40, $50, $2,000 just because you look good and you sit in front of a fucking camera and you bat your eyes and you walk around and cosplay Sailor Moon outfits and you dress like a fucking Pokemon with your titties out and all that shit. You done lost your fucking mind.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
See, the issue here is that a lot of y'all, you don't support who you should be supporting. But you be ready with that baby oil, don't you? That Johnson and Johnson's and your Kleenex with your dick in your hand, ready to jerk off to whatever pretty face you see on social media. You have no issues with kicking out that cash then. Oh, let me do the downward dog for 20 minutes. The whole time is an old ass man. Big Bart from Milwaukee or some shit like that. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. But like I said, to each his own. You spend your money how you want to spend your money. That's completely up to you. But then don't get upset when you get scammed out of your bread because you was horny and because you thought that you were exclusive to this woman, like you were special, and she was treating you differently than everybody else. No, my nigga, you are just like the rest of these stupid ass dudes out here who spend all their time fawning over somebody who don't have no attachment to you whatsoever. Their loyalty is to that account. Whatever is rolling over in their bank statements, that's where they're faithful. Y'all niggas is tripping. $100,000, bro. $100,000, really? And you look at this shit. Look at the fucking face. I remember I watched the original audio and video, and Shorty looked like fucking Lopan and shit. She looked like Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China before, like after the transformation and before the transformation. It's hundreds of thousands of people just like her doing this shit to everybody. And I be just wondering sometimes, shout out to Brandon because he brought this to my attention the other day, man. A lot of these joints be AI generated videos. You don't know who you talk to. And then like I had to humble myself because I did a reaction on this shit before. These people really be live streaming using AI technology to alter their face. It don't even be them. Y'all niggas be thinking you talking to these women, man, or these dudes. It ain't them at all. But see, they found a market and it works. They found a way to make money off of lonely, desperate adults who don't have nothing else going on. They don't have nowhere to invest their time or their resources. So they pour into the one hobby that every man tends to succumb to, which is vagina. Vagina will always be the highest commodity out here. I'm sorry, it is. I'm not even mad at it. I couldn't do it. I know there's a market for everything. I'm not evil like that. I'm not vindictive like that. I'm not spiteful like that. The sad part is there are people who don't give a shit about you, man. They will lie to you. They will backstab. They will manipulate. They will restructure the entire fucking stereotype to fit their agenda. So if they got to get up here and shake a little ass, or they got to go up here and they got to lie to make you feel safe and secure, or they got to feed your ego so that you feed their pockets, they're going to do it. And it works. It's almost like you get more from a person who lied to you than you'll get from a person who tell you the truth. We can sit up here for weeks on end. I've been doing this shit for 3 years, week in and week out. Off screen reaction videos, live streams, different people come up here. I got and have worked with two individuals who have degrees and doctorates. They're fucking licensed psychologists and all types of shit. But you'll have more respect for a motherfucker like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who said, fuck you, I'm not showing y'all nothing, but I'm gonna wear these tight ass dresses up here, even though I'm pushing 40, 50 years old or some shit. And I'm gonna give y'all my pretentious advice about how to heal and how to date and deal with masculinity and all this shit, but she can't do y'all the favor or the honors of showing or providing proof that she is the person that she is. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. What's worse? Who are you more angry at? Are you more angry at a person who lied and manipulated and finessed you out of your bread? Or are you more upset with a person who tells you the truth and doesn't care if you stay, come, or go? Real question. We sit up here and punish people who call out insecure women, insecure men. We get upset calling out 304s. We get upset for calling out the government for being piss poor to the American people. We call out folks who are slanderous, who are pretentious, arrogant, narcissists. You get mad at these people. You want to counsel them. You want to shut them out. You want the algorithm to completely ignore them. But when it comes to people who lie, cheat, manipulate, and do everything in their power to mask the true nature of their identities, they get rewarded consistently. This nigga gave her $100,000. I don't think you understand it what I'm talking about here.
Bang, bang, bang.
$100,000 for this chick to sit right where I'm sitting for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, just looking into the camera. This chick probably don't even know shit about any type of game whatsoever. Wearing skimpy shit, really not doing too much of anything, adding anything to the conversation, and you just handing the bread out, just chop it up. Right. I'm tripping though. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm hating. I'm boring. I talk too slow. You don't know the whole. You just like what the fuck is it? Really, what are we doing here? Y'all sound foolish as hell. That's why I say I don't feel bad for this brother at all. I don't. Because guess what's going to happen? He's going to end up finding someone else to replace her. He probably already has that lineup as it is. Right now, as we speak, most men that move like that, they already got a list of females that they go to for different reasons. And it's all for the same thing. You chasing a nut. Call it for what it is. So not only did you just lose out on 100 grand because of your own desires and your own needs and your own wants, you still ain't learned from it, which is actually hilarious to me because my thing is, what the fuck are you angry about? Honestly, what are you pissed off for? Like, my nigga, you the one that can't control your urges. You the one that don't know how to date in real life. You the one who don't know how to find satisfaction or love and joy or purpose in anything other than to chase after an online entity that you will never see in real life. Nobody told you to come out of your pocket like that. I would rather people like this invest their money into folks who actually have a direction. Pour into somebody who is building a brand. Pour into somebody who is trying to pay and help others grow. I want to see niggas win. I want to see my panel win. I want to see everybody up here branch off, explore other options, and do better for themselves. Make a lane. Separate yourself from every single thing that we see people doing on a regular basis. You don't have to be a content creator. You don't have to be a basketball player. You don't have to be a scientist. What are we talking about here? Individuality. And y'all selfish. A lot of people are selfish. This chick right here is selfish. She looked like she got to be pushing 70 years old or something like that. She is definitely up there in age. I'm going to replay it one more time, just in case y'all didn't see this shit. Hold up.
A man called the police after tipping a female live streamer $100,000. During one of her live streams, her filter suddenly glitched. A woman who looked like she was in her 20s instantly appeared to be in her 50s, and the man broke down on the spot, feeling that he had been deceived. For the past 3 months, he had believed he was supporting a young and beautiful live streamer. In order to get her attention and responses, he kept sending gifts, eventually tipping a total of $100,000. After this live stream accident, the female streamer also lost 140,000 followers within just a few hours. The man could not accept what he had seen. Realizing that he had suffered serious emotional deception and financial misdirection, he did not hesitate. Right after the filter failed, he called the police and demanded that his massive tips be refunded. But the answer from the police made him even more desperate. Voluntary tips cannot be refunded. A sudden live stream accident turned that $100,000 into nothing. Some people said it was lucky that the filter broke this time. Otherwise, this man might have continued throwing even more money at her. Today, it was $100,000. Tomorrow, it could have been his house, his car, or even all of his savings. Sudden live stream accident turned that the answer from the police made him even more desperate. Voluntary tips cannot be refunded. A sudden live stream accident turned that $100,000 into nothing.
Pause. Look at that shit. How do you go from looking like fucking Chung Lee to fucking Chow Yun Fat, my nigga? And then you upset because you can't get your money back. You volunteered it, bro. You willingly gave it because you thought you was special. You really honestly believed that you was paying for something of quality. That's what you get. That's exactly what you get. These OnlyFans models and all these bitches that be living in these nice ass houses, they doing it on your expense. I guess it's, well, I got my nut off, so let me pay you for that. Why don't you just go out here and go online, go to www.such and such, and just pay for it. Just pay for the shit at this point. Like seriously, because I just don't understand the logic. Scratch that. I do understand the logic. You're trying to fill a void. See, you're lacking in affection. You're lacking in internal peace. You're lacking a warm body next to you. You're lacking warmth, femininity. You're lacking that spiritual presence that allows your cup to run over even after there is nobody present. It's to give you the gratification that you would get from a temporal vessel being right in front of you. You thought that having this income would be a supplement for the internal struggles and strifes that you struggle with. It doesn't work that way. But you continue to believe that if you keep on throwing out all of this money time and time and time again, that it would eventually prove and provide to you the source that you need to maintain all of your demons. And it just doesn't work that way. I would be mad as hell too. $100,000. You ain't married to her. You ain't seen her in person. You ain't talked to her on the phone. You ain't been on no real date. You just got it like that just to throw out there and waste, huh? I never understand it. But what I mean, what do I know? And this is just one person. There's other cases. I've seen them. If you ain't seen them, start looking into it a little bit more. It happens way more than you think. I'd be mad as hell. Like you really, the way the economy is set up, I'm angry at the fact that these dudes got it to squander on bullshit. Meanwhile, you got folks out here that really could use that money that y'all just be wasting. That shit really pisses me off. She's not even a OnlyFans model. She just a chick that just an old ass chick at that in front of a screen turns on this filter. She's not even confident enough in herself to be herself and get the money. I'd have more respect for you if you was tricking these stupid ass dudes just being yourself, but you can't even be yourself and do it. I don't like it either way, but if you're going to, at least do it yourself. I'm sure there's plenty of men out here that would be attracted to that old wrinkly, chewed up bubblegum skin. $100K. Then you got the nerve to call the police. You really called the police? You thought they were going to save you from that? Seriously? Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I feel nothing for you, sir. At least if you would have came over here and sent it this way, shit. Some food could have been put on the table. My peoples, they could have ate off of that shit. They got families. They got bills. They got equity. They got mortgages and shit. But that 100K, oh, we all could have ate over here. They could have produced their music. They could have produced their books. They could have advertised and did more with their. You just gave away your money for a nut. All you wanted to do was jerk off to this woman for 5 or 10 seconds and go on about your day. And yeah, I'm good on that, bro. You and the rest of them get on my last nerve. And that's why I said at the beginning of the stream, I gotta slow walk through some of this shit because people be thinking this shit is about being negative or hating on a person. It ain't got nothing to do with it. I just think it's ass backwards that folks that put in time and pain, they get the short end of the stick, while people like this who don't even love themselves enough to be like their original person can just finesse people out of their money. But she know you greedy. She know these niggas is thirsty and horny. And she know damn well they're not going to want to fuck with her because of how she look. She know her age matters. She know these dudes are tricks. And until these brothers, man, get a grip, it's just going to continue to happen. It's not going to stop here. It ain't. Sorry. I wish I could tell you otherwise. You're not going to get fulfillment or the type of peace, joy, and conditioning and love that you want from a screen, my nigga. The only thing you doing is harm yourself every time you allow your desires and your lustful nature to be the master of your life, because that's really what it is. Your lustful nature is the master of your life. You don't run shit. Your lust dictates what you do. And until you get a grip over that, you're only going to get but so far, bro. You're going to lose more being a slave to your fleshly, worldly desires than anything else. And as long as it's that, this will always be a problem. Period. But look, again, the question was, should filters be removed? Should filters be removed from live streaming? I don't believe everybody who uses filters are using them in a damaging or harmful way, but you forget the planet we live on. Folks are starving. People are greedy. People are desperate. People will do any and everything possible to make something happen. That's next. That's next on the lineup. I'm glad you brought that up. That's next on the lineup. There's no excuse. You chasing after something that you can never have. This woman is just one of many who see that there are people who have issues that were never resolved, and they're going to continue to play on it as long as they can make something off of it. I'm gonna have to spin back on that one. I'm gonna have to spin back on that one. Matter of fact, let me jot that one down. I'm not spending no money on no skin. I'm not paying for no subscriptions to OnlyFans. I'm not paying no subscriptions to Pornhub. I'm not paying for no Patreon to see no exclusive footage of a female twerking or doing no. I'm not. What? Y'all done lost y'all mind, man. Get it together. Anyway, next on the lineup, if it ain't this weekend, it's definitely gonna be next week. I'm gonna pull that one up. We're gonna chop it up about that one. Shout outs to you for that. I appreciate you for bringing that one to me. To the people who pulled up for the stream, shout outs to y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Just in case I don't get to catch up with y'all, I got a stream later on. Pull up if you're available. If not, have a blessed day, afternoon, evening. We'll be back. I got to go back in the lab. But yeah, we about to get up out of here. Do me a solid before you go, if you don't mind.
Push the goddamn button.
Peace.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, maybe rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a friend on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging that generations remember our story.